Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. The Atlanta Braves and the Toronto Blue Jays.
And now,
first pitch coming your way next.
Your Toronto Blue Jays.
Just a little bit away from first pitch. And pitching in this game, Kevin Gausman.
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris II. That's too low. And we're off and rolling in Toronto. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Swing and a miss at a slider.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Left-hand hitter waits. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
And the batter now, Austin Riley. Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. Riley was a kid in high school that was scouted by most teams as a pitcher. In fact, 95% of the teams wanted him as a pitcher. And I actually asked him, were you interested in being drafted as a pitcher? And he told me directly, no, I hated it. My arm hurt all the time. One down, base is empty. Gets a piece and stays alive. One out, base is empty. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there, and had him out in front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball with a little more straight and velo to it.
Matt Olson stands in now, looks at that one inside. Swing and a miss. And 1-1. And that's in there at the knees. 2 outs, base is empty. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Roden makes the grab, and that's the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the first, 0-0. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the mound today, a guy who will give them innings, Chris Sale.
Well, this guy lives and dies with his slider, and it's a good one. Most guys, they're working off of their fastball, but he's backwards a little bit, works off the slider, and then when the fastball comes, it can add a little velocity in terms of perception when guys are used to seeing that off-speed pitch. When it's right, really tough to hit, even if you guess it's coming, because it's breaking 2 planes, horizontal and vertical.
Bo Bichette leading things off and takes a strike.
One strike.
Sale, a former Cy Young Award winner. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. And it's gone. Bo Bichette blasts one out. And that gives them the lead. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Vladdy needs just one hit to reach 200 for the season.
Pretty impressive the year he's put together. 200 hits doesn't happen by accident. And there are some years nobody reaches 200 at all. Props to him for getting this far.
Sale delivers.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
And there's a ball.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
That one finds the zone, and that is strike two.
3-1 count, saying to himself, I've got to get a fastball here. Just spins a get-me-over breaking ball to bring the count full.
Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one away. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
Andres Jimenez in the box with two gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And that one is downstairs. 1-1.
One strike.
There's a swing and a miss.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Kelnick makes the catch, and that is that. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Gosman back to work. Right through there for a strike. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Swing and a miss.
1-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Swing and a foul straight back. There's a strike at the knees. 0-2 now.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. Up the middle to first, and Albies is retired.
Batting six, the catcher, Sean.
So here's Murphy now. Murphy, a former Gold Glove winner, 30 years old now, and he was a third-round pick back in 2016.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Kirk brings it in, and that'll do it. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Braves nothing. Back here at Rogers Center, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. Swing and a miss. There's the slider.
No ball.
It's 0-1.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
The right fielder.
And the batter is George Springer.
Springer.
On the ground, Arcia. Now the throw to first on the run, and they get the out.
Man, that was bang, bang. Tough to tell at full speed, Boog.
I got to be honest with you. I couldn't tell either. As they ask for time to check with their replay guys about a possible challenge, we wait and see.
Yeah, and we usually get a couple of close ones every game, it seems.
And
this one is just about as close as it gets.
Here's a final look at it. They called him out, and I'm thinking it's going to stay that way.
I think you're right, and it was worthy of another look, no doubt. But after seeing these replays, I just think they're going to stay with the original call. Just not seeing enough to overturn it.
Here's the decision now, and he is out. So they lose the challenge, and they won't have any more the rest of the way.
Upon video review, the umpires have upheld the call of out at first base.
2 out, space is empty. Ernie Clement now at the plate. And a slider misses down and away. Inside.
Nope. Ball 2.
And that's ball 2.
2 balls, no strikes.
And another ball. In the air, right side. And it stays fair.
I know swinging at a 3-0 pitch can be debated, but at the end of the day, it's a hitter's count. You know a strike is coming, so why not take advantage and attack the pitch? That was a good piece of hitting, and it paid off with the base hit.
So a man at first. Nathan Lucas next up for the Blue Jays.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Gets him to chase after that one.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
The other way. And foul ball. That one outside. And the count 1-2. Two outs. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. And it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning. One left for Toronto. They lead it 1-0. New inning getting started. Now at the plate, Ryan De La Cruz.
Ryan De La Cruz.
Strike one.
No ball. One strike.
Next offering is fouled back. And that one in the air center field. Jimenez settles under it and makes the catch. And a quick out, number one.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Here's Jared Kelenic. A little bit low, and that's ball one.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Fouled off. He was late. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
One ball. Two strikes.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Bichette puts it away for the out. And there's two down.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
Here's Orlando Arcia. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Hit on the ground to the right side. And that chance handled. Throws to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. 9 straight retired here to start the game. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Braves nothing. Bottom of the inning.
Leading
and now
up
for the Jays, Alan
the
Roden.
left fielder, Alan Roden.
And
One
ball
ball.
one.
No strike.
And that's
Ball two.
downstairs. Ball two. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter. Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
So the batting order turns over. Bo Bichette up to the dish. Cut on and lifted in the air. De La Cruz hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now 0 for 1 so far. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., that swing so reminiscent of his dad. Lots of pop. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Runner takes off. And a base hit into right center field. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with one down. First and second, one out. And next is the designated hitter, Anthony Santander. Outside low, and it's 1-0.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two, get out of this.
That one ripped. De La Cruz going back on this one. Hits the fence. Coming home. The relay. The tag, and he's safe. It's 2-0.
Back-to-back base hits. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up.
Two on, one out, and stepping in is the speedy Andres Jimenez. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. One run across, the throw in, slides his hand in there, save, and they lead by 4.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Runner on at first with one gone. And the batter now, Alejandro Kirk. He's 0 for 1. And that one fouled off. Sale ready. And now it's even up. Still only one out here in the inning. Swings and misses. 1-2.
1-2.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And Sale deals. Look out!
That hit him.
And it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. First and second, one out. Here's George Springer. He's 0 for 1. First pitch misses. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. A right-hander appears to be getting loose. And a swing and a miss there.
1-1.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
So up next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Jimenez, the runner at third. Springer at first. 2 out of the inning. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Riley whips it across. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. So they get 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. On to inning number 4. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Braves nothing.
Leading off for
back
Atlanta,
now in Toronto. And now the center fielder, Michael Harris II. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Gosman winds and deals. On a line out towards center. Makes the grab, 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman.
Here comes Austin Riley. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. This to third. Clement throws across the diamond. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Yeah, the batter now, Matt Olson. Fly to left his first time. And it's fouled away. The 0-1. Foul ball. And down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Down in order go the Braves. They trail it here 4-0. And we're back. Here's the center fielder, Nathan Lucas. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, these Blue Jays showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one misses. Full count now.
So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs. And hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Brian Snitker out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. That does it for Chris Sale as the lefty makes way. And this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for the
number
Braves.
73 gets the call from the pen.
Number 73.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Man at first, nobody out. Alan Roden next up for the Blue Jays.
There it was.
Oh,
here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Lucas gets his lead at first with nobody out. That's hard hit on the line. And no one can get there. Throw cut off to second. Not in time. He's got a double.
He was all over that one. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Back to the top of the lineup, Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. He's already homered in this game. Out to short, Arcia. One out in the bottom of the fourth. Now the number 2 hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 1 for 2.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. That one felt good, and they add to the lead. It's 7-0.
Sitting first pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. He guessed right, squared it up, and he made it look way too easy. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
So 1 out, nobody on. Anthony Santander digs in now. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right. In there at the knees. 0-1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Already 3 runs across in the frame. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Hit well, right field, way back, and gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they tack on to their lead. It's 8-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Here's Andres Jimenez. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. The 0-1. And that skips in the dirt.
This has been a rough inning, but sometimes you just got to work through it, save the rest of that bullpen, somehow stop the bleeding.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Albies. The throw to first, and 2 away now.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run.
Catcher,
not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
2 down, bases empty. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. 0 for 2 in this one. And the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. Out towards right center field. De La Cruz on the move to the gap. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now an 8-0 game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Singy, did anybody ever give you the silent treatment?
I don't remember that they did. I think they were pretty cool with me in terms of celebrating my rookie year. First home run came in Anaheim against the Angels. And I always love to watch now, though, especially when that player is unsuspecting. You know, some guys, they've been around long enough to know there's a good chance I'm going to get the silent treatment. But when that player has maybe been grinding it out for a little while and finally gets that home run, is expecting the big lift coming into the dugout, and they just stonewall him, it's awesome.
Every once in a while, they'll work that same trick on a veteran player. If, say, he's been cold or hasn't hit a home run in a long time. And that's always fun when you don't see it coming at all and everybody in the dugout goes crickets on him.
Yeah, and that veteran player's usually got a response for those individuals with one or the other hands.
Albies.
And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. Grounded out his first time. And that is out of play. That was your worst start one year. Didn't you start like 3 for 33 or something?
Oh, it was awesome. It was awful. Not awesome. It was awesome.
Not so awesome.
It was awesome for pitchers facing me, but it was awful for me. It sounded like some type of deal at a fast food restaurant, like 3 for 33 or something.
Foul ball still 0-2. The Braves yet to pick up a hit here. High fly ball, shallow right field, and that is Springer. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the catcher, Sean.
2 outs, base is empty. Sean Murphy getting ready to hit. He popped out his first time. That's in there.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Next pitch is outside. Next offering is fouled back.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Good job to fight that one off. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And they'll do it again. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. And George makes the grab.
Now pitching for the
Back
Braves.
now to start the bottom of the 5th and taking
Number
over on the
54.
mound, Jose Suarez.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because
Leading
these
up
batters
for
count the
Toronto,
same for his
the right
stats,
fielder,
obviously,
George
regardless of the score.
Springer.
Springer in the box again, takes a strike.
Well, these Jays, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well. With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Makes the grab, 1 down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming
Now
in,
batting,
but so
the third
hard to get on
baseman,
top of as a
Ernie
hitter.
Digging in,
Clement.
Ernie Clement. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. That one misses. Ball one.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Swing and a miss, strike one. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Line drive, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now batting the center fielder.
And now the center fielder, Nathan Lucas. He is struck out and he is walked. Suarez measures 5 feet 10 inches, 225 pounds, and they traded for him earlier this year. This one in the air, center field. Harris hauls it in for the out, and there's 2 down.
Now batting the left fielder, Alan Roden.
And next for Toronto, Alan Roden. Late on that fastball.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good.
There goes the runner. Pitch outside. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
You know, having a good lead is so key when you're stealing bases, even if you've got great speed. But if you don't have great speed but can get an extended lead and a good jump, you can steal bases on a catcher who can really throw it. That's a nice job right there.
Just missed.
Well, it's a good pitch there.
1 strike.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you get a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
2-2.
3-2 now.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one carrying, and it's caught just in front of the wall. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 5 innings complete. It's the Blue Jays 8 and the Braves nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the right fielder, Ryan De La Cruz.
Ryan De La Cruz.
Gosman back to work. Right through there for a strike.
You know, these Braves, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and there's
Bichette. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
And next for Atlanta, Jared Kellner. Flied out his first time.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start. When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day. And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Hit on the ground, and it gets through. Just like that, the perfect game is gone.
Now batting, shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
One down. Now it's the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. Lifted in the air out to left. Roden makes the catch. 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Michael Harris.
So the lineup flips over. Now a chance for Michael Harris II. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. Out towards right center. That's well struck. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Coming home. The relay throw. He's safe.
No,
and they're on the
safe.
board, but lots of ground to make up.
Comes through with the RBI. Double into the gap, and that was a really nice swing to beat the inside pitch. He just beat him to the spot. Kept his hands tight inside that baseball, and that just allowed him to drive it into the alley right there. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Here is Austin Riley. Check swing, and he went. That's
No
strike
ball.
one.
One strike.
Harris at second with 2 down. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Here's the throw to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores. It's 8-2.
Well done. Drives
Now
in the run.
the first
Once you get the ball by
baseman,
the pitcher, there's a lot of base
Olsen.
hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
2 outs, runner at first. Stepping in the long ball threat, Matt Olson. And a foul ball. Two outs. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Blue Jays 8 and the Braves 2. Back here at Rogers
Leading
Center,
up,
we go bottom
Toronto,
6.
the shortstop.
Now here's the leadoff
Oh.
man for the Blue Jays, Bo Bichette. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. And that one hops the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Stepping in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's already homered here in this one. That one ripped right center field. And it one-hops the wall. Runner from second scores as they add on. Safe at second with a double. 3rd hit for him this afternoon.
Waste no time there. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Anthony Santander at the plate. Hit in the air, center field. Harris has a beat on it. And makes the grab. Runner tags at second. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only 1 out.
Now batting, second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
Here's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone here. Pitcher's looking for a strikeout or a ground ball, hoping to keep that runner at third.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. That's inside. swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. Now a long throw home. Stuck in a rundown, trying for home now. And he's got no chance. He's out.
Well, clearly being aggressive on the bases right there, trying to add on to that big lead. Credit to the defense, though. Nice execution to cut him down at the plate. Man, it's good to see they're still out there trying to make plays for their pitcher.
Now the catcher up to hit, Alejandro Kirk. That's to third. Over to Albies, and that'll do it. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We're through 6 full. Jays 9 and the Braves 2. Top of inning number 7, Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit.
Ozuna.
Fought off foul.
The beauty of his skill set as a pitcher is the break in his stuff doesn't go away when he's tired. I mean, his pitches always seem to have life. Just doesn't matter if it's early or late. He doesn't make it easy for the batter.
That one fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Albies in the box now. No balls and a strike. Popped up. Bichette drifts towards it. And he makes the catch. And there are 2 outs.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
2 down, bases empty. Here's Sean Murphy. He's built his reputation as one of the top framers in the sport. And first offering is fouled off.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound. This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Got him. Larry Bullard rings him up. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They're down 7. It's 9-2. Back now in Toronto. And now the right fielder, George Springer.
George Springer.
Swing and a ground ball. Tosses to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Now batting, the third baseman, Ernie.
So up next, Ernie Clement. Grounds one to short. Arcia whips it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, center fielder, Nathan Lucas.
So digging in, Nathan Lucas. And first offering is fouled off. That one missing inside. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Next
2-1.
offering down in the dirt. That's a laser base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Wow. So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver
Up
that baseball.
next
That
for the
is
Blue
a
Jays,
scary one.
the left fielder,
Watch your lips.
Alan Roden next up for the Blue Jays. That one pushed to the left and foul. Two outs. That catches the corner. Lifted in the air down the left side, and that'll fall for a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
The batter, number 11, shortstop,
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit.
Yes.
Ball one there. Lucas at second. Roden on at first with 2 down. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Coming home. The throw in. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. And it's an 8-run lead. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Jose Suarez done for the afternoon, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base.
Now
back with a new
pitching for
pitcher after
Atlanta,
this. Rafael Montero takes over on the mound.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
So 2 down, and now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And that's outside. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Makes the grab, and that is that. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. 8th inning coming up. It's the Blue Jays 10 and the Braves 2. And we're back, ready to begin the 8th. Now in for the Braves, Brian De La Cruz. Late with the swing there.
0-1.
Way out front for strike 2.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just couldn't catch up on the low 90s fastball right there, and that's a result of a good job of changing speeds. Off-speed pitch on the one before, then sped him up. Pitchers that don't throw real hard have to rely on location and mixing up the speeds. That wasn't the best location with the fastball, but clearly that wasn't the pitch he was looking for at the plate either.
Kelman stands in now and watches strike 1. The Braves with a lot of ground to make up, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next offering misses, and now it's even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Lucas hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, Shortstop,
Orlando Arcia. Next up for the Braves. That pitch gets the inside corner, and it's 0-1. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. And the Braves go down quietly. And the deficit stays at 8. It's 10-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the DH, Anthony Santander.
The designated hitter, Anthony Santander.
And there's a foul ball. Montero in his 9th season, 34-year-old vet, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Montero fires. No, with the shift on, hits right into it. Albies over to first in time. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Now batting, the second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
Next up for the Blue Jays. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offensive side for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the catcher.
Man at first, Alejandro Kirk. Next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 3 in this one. He swings and fouls one off.
Oh, ball one. One ball, one strike.
That one misses. 2-1. Man at first, one away. Fouls one off. 2-2. And that's too high.
2 strikes.
That one hit to right. De La Cruz towards the line. Nice grab on the run. And there's 2 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Swinging a foul straight back.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Jimenez off of first with 2 away. That one missed.
1 and 2.
One and 2 here. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. fouled off, and they'll do it again. And a 1-2 again. And there's a ball. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Good eye in that spot.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score him.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
So first and second with 2 outs. Now the third baseman, Ernie Clement. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Albies whips it to first, and that is the inning. Blue Jays leave a pair, and the lead stays at 8. It's 10-2. All set to start the ninth in this one. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
Pitching change here, Yariel Rodriguez.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Number 29, Yariel Rodriguez.
The pitch. Tap foul at the plate. Swing and a foul out of play. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Roden moving under it, and no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Here's a 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
That one to first, Guerrero. He'll do it himself. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for Atlanta, the third baseman, Austin Riley.
Here comes Austin Riley. That one is absolutely belted. And it hits the fence. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. There's the strike. 95 of that one. Here's the pitch to Olson. Late on that fastball.
0-2.
Fights it off. He'll see another. One out and a runner at second here at the top of the ninth. Fouls that off to the left and will do it again. And it goes just foul.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. A gigantic blast. It's 10-4. That was blasted.
Absolutely. No doubt off the bat. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
One out, base is empty. Here's Marcell Ozuna, 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. There's a strike. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Ozzy
Albies up to the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Ozuna stands at first with 1 out. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Goes down looking for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Murphy in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. They're down to their final strike.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Rodriguez is just 1 strike away. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Hit to right, and that should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays take this one in a blowout.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.
10-4 is how it ends. Roger Dodger, ground beef control. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.